He slapped me so hard I stumbled backward into the dessert table. Gasps filled the hall. Crystal glasses shattered around my heels. My fiancé froze mid-step, unsure whether to help me or keep pretending my family wasn't imploding in front of 200 guests. "Give your $50,000 wedding fund to your brother right now," my father roared, veins bulging against his flushed face, "or this engagement is off." I stood there, my cheek burning, my pulse steady. Everyone expected me to cry, to shrink, to apologize. Instead, I fixed my gaze on him and said, "You're about to get a surprise you'll never forget." He laughed, the same cruel laugh I'd grown up hearing whenever he wanted to remind me who held the power. But tonight, the power had shifted. He just didn't know it yet. My father was never the gentle type. He built his reputation on intimidation, a self-made man who made sure everyone around him felt small, especially me. When I got engaged, he played the proud father perfectly. He offered to help with the wedding, setting aside $50,000 in a joint fund for family management. I thought it was generous, until I realized he'd only done it to control me. My brother, Ryan, was the golden child, the one who could do no wrong. A serial failure, but charming enough to get away with everything. My dad kept bailing him out. Every time Ryan crashed, I was expected to clean up the mess. And now, at my engagement party, my father wanted my wedding fund handed over to him, to help Ryan get back on his feet. That was the moment I knew I wasn't just being controlled, I was being used. 3 months ago, I found the first clue. An email from my father's accountant mistakenly forwarded to me. A bank transaction, $15,000 withdrawn from the wedding fund, labeled Loan to R.S., Ryan's initials. When I confronted my father, he smirked and said, "Family helps family, you'll get it back after the wedding." But I didn't believe him, so I dug deeper, quietly. I hired a forensic accountant, an old college friend who owed me a favor. Within a week, I had the full picture. My father had siphoned off nearly $35,000, rerouting it through fake business accounts under Ryan's name. They'd planned to drain the rest before the wedding. That night, I sat in my apartment, staring at the evidence spread across my desk. Wire transfers, falsified signatures, even an email thread where my father told Ryan, "Don't worry, she's too naive to notice." They thought I'd never fight back. They were wrong. I didn't confront them right away. That's what they would have expected, an emotional explosion. Instead, I went silent, calculated. First, I transferred the remaining funds into a separate account under my own name. Legal, since the joint fund required both signatures and I still had access. Then I met with a lawyer. We drafted a complaint, theft, fraud, and misappropriation. Every document was ready. All I needed was the perfect moment to file. That moment came tonight, the engagement party. I invited them both, front row. I wanted witnesses. And I wanted my father to humiliate himself before the fall. When he slapped me, it sealed everything. Every guest saw it. Every phone in the room was recording. I didn't flinch again. I just straightened my posture, wiped the frosting from my wrist, and nodded toward the entrance. Right on cue, 2 uniformed officers entered. My father turned, confusion spreading across his face like a slow poison. "Mr. Samuel Hart," one officer called out, "you're under arrest for financial fraud, embezzlement, and assault." The color drained from his face. "What?" he stammered, looking at me, eyes wide. "What is this?" I stepped closer, my voice calm. "You shouldn't have taken what wasn't yours. I filed the report 2 weeks ago. The bank confirmed everything this morning." Ryan tried to slip away, but the second officer grabbed his arm. "You too, Mr. Hart. You're named as an accomplice." Gasps echoed around the room. My fiancé's mother clutched her pearls. The band stopped playing. My father's mouth opened, but no words came out. "You did this?" he whispered. I nodded. "You always said family helps family. I'm just helping you understand accountability." They escorted him past the crowd, his head low, his pride stripped bare. For once, I saw fear in his eyes, the kind he'd made me feel all my life. Guests stared at me, unsure whether to pity or applaud. I didn't care. I felt an unfamiliar calm, the kind that comes when justice finally breathes through you. My father had always believed control was power. Tonight, I proved control could also mean letting go. After the police cars left, the silence hung heavy. My fiancé approached cautiously. Are you okay?" I looked him in the eyes. For the first time, yes. The crowd slowly resumed movement. Whispers, nervous laughter, clinking glasses. But the air had shifted. People weren't looking.